really more traffic than you would think. I never thought there'd be more the traffic would bother me after Little Nachos was gone, because that was disaster. Oh my gosh. But now I'm wondering how these people are going to pick their way to get to 183. You know, which is my concern. That's it. I like the houses.
Yeah, to answer your question, most likely, if they're going west, they'll go San Callaway, and if they're going east, then they're going to go Black Oak. I would think, yeah.
Black Oak to Gustav out on the highway.
Right, if they're headed east.
Exactly. And I'm on the corner of Truman and Gustav. So, and that stop sign and one-way sign, you might as well forget, because nobody stops and nobody doesn't go down, it's the wrong way. So, that's all I have to say.
Thank you. This gentleman back here has been waiting to go a minute, so. If you don't stay where you are, if you just yell for us, we'll hear you.
And I'm actually pretty loud at that respect.
Okay.
I'm Charles Jordan. I live on Walnut Drive, 6040 Walnut Drive. Our concern has also been about the traffic, the increased traffic in the neighborhood. We're not naive enough to think that if the church property is going away, it's no longer going to be a church, but it's certainly not going to be developed by somebody in some manner. One of our problems also is the drainage. The other day when we had the torrential rainfall, pass around, yeah, start with I was coming home.
Today, you mean like
This was 2 days ago, yeah. I was coming home from work. I work at Lockheed. I was coming back, and by the time I got to where the Target is up there on 183, you couldn't see the car in front. It was almost white out conditions, and it was torrential rain. I pulled into the neighborhood, and I thought, well, I wonder what that's doing to the drainage up at that part of the city. And you could see after that rain event, it was curb to curb, flowing over the top, and it was trying to run down those two outlets to the two drains at Black Oak and San Callaway right there. And I just don't see how a development, when we had that much concrete and that many roofs, can go in there unless something is addressed about the drainage also, because you're going to flood that house at the end of Black Oak right there. If you put that much more water, that's now being absorbed by 3.5 acres of grass, and you suddenly cover that with concrete roofs and have a rainfall similar to what you just had there, a microburst, probably the best description of it. And that was 10 minutes after the fact. Y'all can keep that if you want. I just pointed it out for show and tell, but that's mainly our concern. The narrow lots were a giant concern to us, but obviously they're going back to what's fairly standard for the city. We live on a 1/4 acre lot. We have a 1,300 square foot house built in 1940 on a 1/4 acre lot. It's 10,890 square feet. And we were looking here at a 2,500 square foot house on 5,600 square feet. So I'm not sure what the math works out to be there with the new plan.
What is the square footage of the lot?
So they're all a little bit different. The smallest one is 6,700, 6,782, I think, to be exact. Your corner lots are all much bigger because of the lay of the land, which they average somewhere between 9,000 and 10,000. So if you looked on the side, yeah, 8,800. Yeah.
No, those are the 4 corners.
Those are the 4 corners. It's 6,700 on the other ones.
Anyway, when we talk about the aesthetics for what's in the neighborhood now, that's pretty average. It's a 1/4 acre lot, 10,800 square feet. And so when we get much smaller than that, you are going to notice that. That is definitely going to be something you're going to, that's going to stand out. And that's our concern with the development as it stands now. But mostly, I'd like y'all to make sure you consider the drainage and the control of the water that's going to come off of that much property. Right now, it's being absorbed by plenty of grass. Roofs and concrete don't absorb it. Or at least you hope they don't.
And our public works will be addressing.
Yeah, and they'll have to have a drain.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's their drain.
And on that lot, it flows in two different directions, so both of that'll have to be done.
It is the city line adjacent to the.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Is the city boundary adjacent to this property or not? It's pretty close, right?
No, it's,
No,
on the front, yes, on the front, yes.
Because these houses, this house in front and this.
The city line is at the intersection of Black Oak and Sam Calloway, so you're a ways away.
yeah.
You're more than a few hundred feet away.
Let's make this way good.
Hello, what do you need, my name?
Name and address, yes, ma'am.
Name and address, Wapon Shellnut at 920 Gillum Road. I live on the river road side of Gillum. I'm right behind where these are gonna be built, and I think y'all have done a real good job of this, of your presentation. It looks really nice. But since I live there, I think it's still too many people for that small of an area, for the congestion of the roads and water. My pressure in the summertime, when it's 100 degrees, which it hasn't been this year, and it hasn't, the water pressure's been good, but during the day, it goes down to where you have, you know, when you're washing or something, it's just barely running in the washer. So that would be a problem with much more, you know, with a lot more homes in the area. I don't know, especially the city zoning, you know, they didn't approve it because I guess they thought there were some obstacles. And I hope that y'all would listen to that. And, like I said, I think they look nice, and it's real, I still just think it's too many people in that small of an area with no outlets to the freeways or the highways. It's just a little road. It used to take me 5 minutes to get to Ridgemore Mall, and now it takes me 20 because of the red lights and all the work. And I like a lot of the construction that's going on over there because I like a lot of the places they put up, which we never had a lot of things. Anyway, that's my opinion.
I think we got like 10,000 people a day moving to the Metroplex, so whether we like it or not, this is
I
only getting
know,
worse.
I wish they'd go somewhere else, so I'm sorry. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Come on. Everybody that called me, get up here to the
Almost nobody on this side of the room is bashful about talking, so I want to wait for y'all to.
Speaking for
They
both,
are, I figured that was.
speaking for both, sir?
I'm curious of the presentation.
I'm speaking for both Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. And these are gorgeous houses and that's a beautiful piece of land. We came to Marvin probably 15 years ago, wanting to do something back there on one of those lots. I can't remember the address. But the main reason we didn't buy is because of not being able to get a fire truck back there, and that's what you told us at the time. The emergency vehicles and things like that, so we dropped it. But Shirley and I went to the, I can't remember what you call it, the building project there off of, at the East Gate. And really, I was expecting to see a lot worse, because I haven't been there in a while, because it was bad. It's still bad as far as traffic, because you can't get down the street. You have somebody coming, you have to pull over, let them by, and then you go. So if you had an emergency vehicle, you'd be able to figure out how to. But when it was so bad, now I don't know what they've done to clean it up, but a lot of the houses have been cleaned up, but some of them are still. And most of you remember how I even got started, me and Joanne coming to council and Charlotte eventually to try to clean up the city, because we even had a quarter record. We had no code enforcement. So we worked on that for many years, and I know you guys got sick of us. We would bring 8 by 10 glosses. We did.
I was in 6th grade when we were starting.
You were with us. You were with us when we were taking pictures.